Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Welcome to our Hugh Gallen CTE. It's actually our 7th year as we celebrate our completers, our students who have completed 2 years of a program. Tonight, we have the opportunity to acknowledge the dedication, diligence, and persistence of this year's 62 completers. For the past 2 years, all of these deserving students have committed themselves to a career pathway and have successfully completed a 2-year course of study. That's amazing to be dedicated and complete with their busy lives, make the dedication to complete 2 years of study. Students enrolled in the career and technical programs are engaged in a challenging and demanding curriculum. Career and technical programs provide our students with the theory and the practical application through the use of state-of-the-art equipment and technologies. Students are instructed in the skills which are outlined through our program competencies. Career and technical program competencies are closely aligned to industry standards. Our students often achieve third-party credentials which are recognized throughout the respected industry. Our students leave our programs with the knowledge and skills necessary to be competitive in the job market or to continue their education. For the majority of our students in our career and technical programs, it's really just the beginning of their educational careers, as many of them have been enrolled and have been accepted in colleges throughout the country. In addition to the great work that they will be doing in the years to come, many of our students have already earned college credit for their work here at Hugh Gallen, as they have been dual enrolled in many of our programs with several New England colleges. So students, I really want to thank you for all that you've done. I want to thank you for your commitment and your diligence. I want to thank you for your numerous sacrifices along the way. I don't know if people realize that many of you get up quite early to take a bus to come down to our center. I know high schools are sometimes difficult with schedules. You probably had to make some sacrifices there, and maybe we're not able to take certain classes because you wanted to attend the center here. I really want to thank you for your time and effort you put into your classes, your time and effort outside of the classroom. And I want to also thank you for all of your involvement in our career and technical youth organizations. But most of all, I really want to congratulate you and thank you for representing yourselves well in this center, representing your schools well, and to all of your achievements. You have made us all very proud completing a 2-year course of study. And I know all of you will be going on to accomplish great things in your life. In closing, students, I really would like to thank you for all your efforts, and I would like to wish all of you continued success, and please come back and visit. Thank you. So to start the program, I'd like to introduce Erica Antonucci, business.
I teach several courses here, one of them being accounting. The accounting program competency includes 37 skills: understanding of debits, credits, inventory methods, the creation and analysis of financial statements. Technology and communication skills are essential in the successful completion of this program. Stacy Lucas was able to complete all 37 skills successfully in 1 year. Stacy is the only program completer to do this year successfully, willingly, and by independent study. I don't think she's here, but Stacy Lucas. I also teach business, international business, marketing, management, whatever you want to call it, depending on the year. The business commerce program competency has 44 skills that a student in the 2-year program needs to successfully complete. The skills are made up of a variety of tools the students will use in their very near future, both at Quinnipiac and Clark University. These skills include topics of personal finance, marketing, management, and everyone's favorite, economics. Soft skills, communication skills were also a large part of the skills learned every day in the business classroom. Heather Fillion and Haley Smith are the business commerce program completers this year. They enrolled in the business program last year, earned 3 college credits each from Southern New Hampshire University, and completed their 44 skills illustrated in their electronic portfolio. They will be missed next year, and hopefully they will take their portfolios with them, share them with others, and expand upon them. That's all I have.
Next, representing Automotive Technologies, Mr. Dan Brodeen.
You're even going to give me the mic, huh? This is Miss Antonucci's least favorite time of the year, when she gets to watch me talk. This group of young men and women that we had this year, above all else, is probably the nicest group that I've had, above all else. And why are you laughing? Okay. You got me off track with the laughing. We have a number of technical aspects that we deal with, and every year it seems there's more and more electronics and more computers that get entered into the automotive world. And this was specially put to the test with 2 young men who, I'm not really sure how it happened. I think it was an accident. We were asked to take the New Hampshire Auto Dealer Association test, and we accidentally won for the state of New Hampshire. And we had to go to the New York Auto Show, which is in Manhattan. And I have never seen 2 young men from Franconia and Bethlehem look for a tree so hard than they did. Poor Mr. Burt, he was looking to cling to the woods as best as he could. With no further ado, I will get the completers, Erica. Jared Ainsworth. Dave Blanchard. Apparently Dave is fishing. Russell Burke. This also is a first. I had a young man and his father take a workshop with me once this wintertime. It's the first time I've had a parent actually join me in a workshop, and that's Nate Fogg. Tyler Fontaine. Patrick Gramo. Steve Lavoie. Steve Lavoie. I think they're just as shocked to see me in a suit and tie as I am to see them out of coveralls. Every hand I shook had like a nice shirt on and then a dirty hand, which was, it was good to see. Kevin Mossy. And one broken arm. Andrew Roby. Cameron Silveria. Cameron specifically is not here out of the pursuit for the almighty dollar. He's working right now. Not a bad trait. Cody Verrett. Baseball player? Jacob Wentworth.
Representing Broadcast Technologies, Mr. Mark Ferrantino.
Good evening, folks. It was my pleasure this year to be teaching the Broadcast Technology class. The broadcast and radio communications competencies consist of 42 skills. The recipient of tonight's award has done all of them above and beyond. He's the type of guy that whenever I ask him to get something done, he'll tell me I'll do a fourth block, and I can trust that it'll be done. He's worked on many projects single-handedly, and he's also produced the first lip dub for this school. At this time, I'd like to introduce Joshua Bogaris as the Broadcast Technology Instructor.
Construction Technologies, Mr. Corey Bernard.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Bernard, and the boys that I get have to complete a series of 41 competencies throughout a 2-year program. This year I have 4 students. The first one I have is Austin Ash from Littleton. Joe Champagne from Lisbon. Craig Myers from Lisbon. And Rocco. Where's Rocco? He's not here either. Rocco Repetto is from Linwood.
Representing Computer Technologies, Mr. Carl Anderson.
Computer Systems Technology had a wonderful year this year. My students have to complete 42 competencies. Students in the program have a unique opportunity to acquire skills that serve them a lifetime in the IT community. My award I'm giving to this year is from a young man named Zach Ward. Zach is going on to URI from here, where he's going to be majoring in computer forensics. Outstanding young man. Zach helped be a leader as far as the group was concerned. We did a number of IT jobs around the building, whether it's setting up printers, fixing computer systems. You wouldn't expect it middle of the day, middle of class, the teacher would show up with a computer saying, help me, and we were right there to help him. And Zach was a good man to help in all facets of it. So, let's begin. Okay. Our first one is Austin Ash. Next would be Tristan Champagne. I don't think Tristan made it here. And this gentleman finished up last year, but is getting his cord this year, Patrick Hampson. And we have Jeffrey Howard. My tumbler, Brett LePan. Jonathan Springer. Of course, Zach. Zach is working also tonight, trying to get the almighty dollar. Lastly, Raul Fernandez.
Representing early childhood education, which will be changing to careers in education next year, this is Judy Belanger.
I don't have to stand on my tippy toes this year to reach the mic. This year, there are 5 completers in early childhood education. Not only did they complete the 48 competencies that were required for this certificate, but they all 5 of them took the Running Start course, which is 3 credits in Foundations of Early Childhood Education that they received from White Mountain Community College. The first one is Allison McDonald. Samantha Mason. Christine Ocasio. Mariah Peralt. And Caitlin Ryder.
Representing Health Science Technologies, Mrs. Gail Miner-Babin and Mr. Demers.
Good evening, everyone. The Health Science Technologies program is based on a rigorous course of study that encompasses 55 competencies. And before we announce who is attaining their certificates tonight, we have a couple of special awards. First off, our youth group is called HOSA, which is Health Occupation Students of America. And this past year, we had something unique happen. We had 2 students at the state conference in March of 2012 run for a state officer position, which is not an easy thing to do. And these 2 students gave speeches in front of about 400 people, and they were elected to a state office. It's the first time we've ever had 2 students from our school up here in northern New Hampshire to be a state HOSA officer. And Mr. Demers and I would like to recognize them this evening. First off, we'd like to ask Morgan Wentworth to come up, who is the state secretary of HOSA.
Congratulations,
Morgan served our state well and went to monthly meetings, did a lot of traveling, did a lot of work to pull off the HOSA State Conference and the Fall Rally this year. And the second HOSA officer we had is from Profile, and it is Ian Bolton. Ian was a state parliamentarian. I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Demers to announce the next award.
And thank you very much. As Mrs. Babin said, there are 55 competencies. We're very fortunate. We had 29 completer students, 29 students investing 2 years of their time with us. And I hope it was an investment well worth it to you. They give up a lot. They travel for many miles and give up their early mornings, sleeping, to come and visit us. We appreciate that. Meeting the academic demands and the extra clinical demands that are required after school and on weekends while maintaining a life of a high school student is difficult. We like to take a moment to award one of our out-of-district students for taking that extra step to come and be with us, and in doing so, maintain an academic level of 99 while in my class. I would like to award to Ashley Mundell the academic award for out-of-district. Congratulations. Sure. And so, without further ado, let's announce the names. And we will be starting with Jasmine Beard Ridlin. There she is. And Carissa Bergman. Is she here? And Joshua Bogardis. Yes. Ian Bolton. Tanessa Brown. Thank you for your
Thank you.
McKenna Burke, who is working. Kaylee Champagne. Hannah Champagne. Brittany Corey. Caitlin Dion. Christina De Palma. Bailey Emmons. Natasha Favreau. And Katie Higgins. Dorothy Horn. Maria Ayano. Megan Ketty. Ashley Mundell. Jalen Northrop. Eric Pilgrim. Justin Quinn. Caitlin Robinson. Victoria Russell. Jeffrey Smith. Freddie Vasquez. Kiana Wentworth. Morgan Wentworth. Tamara Wright. And Brian Hayward. Thank you.
So just a few closing remarks. Obviously, work well done, 2 years of hard work, and I know most of you are continuing your education in your career choice. Kind of jealous that as sophomores you made this career choice, which is a job very well done to make those type of decisions when you're a sophomore and plan for your junior and senior year. Just quickly, any of these programs would not be available, would not be, you would not experience the experiences you have without a fine faculty, so I want to thank them. I know they spend a lot of work behind the scenes, working on competencies, working with groups of advisors in the field to ensure that your programs that you take here are up to the latest in terms of standards, and that you provided a great education. So I want to thank faculty and staff for all that you do here at Hugh Gallen. And way in the back, Mrs. Haslis, I want to thank her for all her work behind the scenes. I want to thank all the parents, relatives, friends in the audience. Thank you for your support of these fine young people before us here. Without your support, they wouldn't be sitting here this evening. And last but not least, once again, thank you, students. It's been a pleasure to be the Career and Technical Director and work with you each day in a little different capacity than your instructors, of course. But it's been a pleasure, and again, wishing you all well. Best of luck in the future, and good night. Have a good evening. There are refreshments in the back. Thank you.